All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and joining me today is the unbeaten, now middleweight contender, Hamzah Sheeraz, joining me from LA. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good, Dev, man. I'm all good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How's LA? It looks nice.
Yeah, no, listen, it's good out here as expected. This time the weather's been brilliant. Last time it was a little bit cold here and there, but I think every day we're hitting like 28, 29 degrees. So right, man, I can't complain.
Mate, you're laughing. If it's not LA, it's Dubai. I saw you took yourself over to Dubai after the Skeete fight. Was it a good break? Was it what you needed?
Yeah, 100%. What it was, I got my sponsors and everything out there and a bit of family as well. So going over there, as much as it's as much as it's time to relax and everything. You know what I mean, I got to see like you've got meetings and everything. So it's kind of more work now than anything else. So I'm gonna have to find a new spot now.
Do you feel like you sort of needed that? You needed to cleanse and take yourself away from it all?
Yeah. When I'm not really big on them things of like completely disappearing and getting away from social media. I didn't completely disappear or anything, but it was good to like just relax a bit, especially after the intensity of the last fight and after the last fight as well. So it's good to just like chill out a bit. I went to the Formula One as well, man, and I thought I'd have a break and everything there, but I was explaining my fight to about 100 people over there, what happened, this, that, the other. So yeah, man, it seemed like I couldn't get away from it.
Well, you can't argue that the profile has shot up, though, right? If you're going to F1 and they're like, "Hey, talk to me about the fight, huh?"
Yeah, no, I was shocked myself, to be fair. I was shocked myself. I thought I'd go there, do my thing, watch the F1 and just relax. But no, it wasn't the case. It was like a lot of people tuned in and I was quite surprised. But yeah, in terms of my profile being raised, yeah, it's through the roof, to be honest with you.
Well, let's look back on that fight. I don't want to dwell on it too much, okay? But it was your last fight, so we've got to talk about it.
Yep,
What are your
100%.
what are your reflections on your fight with Bradley Skeete at the end of last year?
Looking back on it now, I mean, straight away I was a bit like, oh, shit, it wasn't a good performance, this, that, the other. But I was chatting to Joe Goosen about it when I first came here, when I saw him about 2 weeks ago. And he goes, listen, he goes, what did you learn from that fight? And I told him everything I learned from it. He goes, a fight like that is gonna do you a world of good. That was the equivalent to about 10 like easy knockout fights. He goes, what you learned in that fight, he goes, you'll be a different man in the next fight, God willing. So yeah, I mean, sitting down with him and obviously Ricky and just like picking their brains up on this view and learning from people who've been who are still at the top of the sport, to be fair, because now he's training Ryan Garcia. So yeah, listen, it's great. And yeah, going back to what you're saying, reflecting back on it, it wasn't my greatest performance, of course, everyone knows that. But listen, at the end of the day, all that matters is I got the win, and we're moving forward now.
So you're used to, so far in your career, pats on the back. Didn't Sheeraz look great? Another knockout. Sheeraz, he's the golden boy. He's going to go all the way. He'll be a world champion before you know it. Suddenly, after this fight, there weren't as many pats on the back. There were people calling you this. There were people calling you that. You're 22 years
Yeah,
old. How did you deal with
yeah.
that?
To be honest with you, at the start, I was a bit like, oh shit, everyone's mad, angry, everyone's this, that, everyone's like, I think what helped me get through it, not that I needed the help, because to be honest with you, I'm like pretty thick-skinned, honestly, like nothing really gets to me. But I think it was the fact that everyone's got an opinion and everyone's entitled to their own opinion at the end of the day. So I think that's what kind of like helped me like understand where they're coming from. But listen, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. It's part of boxing. Like I said, I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it's happened early on in my career rather than it happened later on. Because listen, from all this adversity, I can obviously learn and become a better fighter and a better person.
There was talk of the rematch. Obviously, you put out the statement inviting on the rematch. It wasn't ordered by the board. They just said, yeah, go ahead and do it. You made your offer. What's your
Yeah.
understanding of where that got to?
All I know is that it was declined. All I know is that it was declined, and yeah, that was pretty much it, because I was willing. I said to Andy and Frank that I'll make 154 one more time if he accepts the rematch, because it's only fair. It's only fair. My intention was always to move up, but yeah, obviously it got declined, and here we are now at 160.
And I understand actually after the fight, it was all okay. You and Bradley, you had photos together, you had words with Dom Ingle, it all seemed okay. And then it seemed to be in the aftermath of that, interviews started going out, cryptic social media posts about karma and things like that. What have you made of that whole situation?
I was confused, honestly. I was confused because, I mean, if you're upset, obviously you're not going to go into the opposite, the opponent's change room. I won't get advice off him, off his coach, and it wouldn't be all sweet taking pictures and everything. So, I mean, maybe he woke up the next morning, saw on social media the you know, the backlash and everything, and maybe he got a bit excited from that. But it is what it is. It is what it is, isn't it, Dev?
There's talk now that he's retiring, which was something. It came up on Dominic Ingle's Instagram story the other day. He said that Bradley's disillusioned with the sport, and it looks like he's packing it in. What are your thoughts on that?
That's his own. That's his own choice at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I ain't really got an opinion on it. Whatever he chooses to do, good luck to him. That's honestly, I can't say much more than that. Whatever he chooses to do, good luck to him. He's doing his thing now, and I'm doing mine.
What have you learned, Hamzah, in the last couple of months, both inside the ring and outside the ring?
Not to hit a man when he's down. No, a lot of things, Dev. A lot of things. Listen, like, I mean, performance-wise, loads of things. I could sit here and chat to you like for about 2 hours of what I could have done, should have done. But like Joe said, listen, come next fight, that's going to be already implemented in my head, and I know before I step in them ring through them ropes what I got to do. But yeah, in terms of me myself as a person, it's just that I've got a good team around me, a very good team around me. I'm very thankful for that, and yeah, just as long as I continue to grow, I mean, I'm doing the right thing.
So it's middleweight time, huh? I mean, it feels like we always looked at you on the scales. We always looked at you 6'3", making 154 pounds, and thought, how is this man doing it? It's finally time to move up, huh?
Yeah, no, listen, I've actually grown another inch, believe it or not. So I'm officially 6'4" now. Yeah. I come over here, and then Ricky was like, "Listen, you've grown." I was like, "Have I?" And he goes, "Yeah, you got let's get the measuring tape." And I couldn't believe it myself, to be fair. But I mean, it's the right time. It's definitely the right time to move up to 160. I've put on a little bit more muscle mass. Obviously, I've gone taller as well. And yeah, here we are, 160, and I'm looking forward to it.
Mate, that's amazing that you're 22 years old, still growing. Some of us stopped growing at around sort of 12 and just sort of stayed there. You know, bad, isn't it?
Yeah, no, listen, don't worry. I'll buy you some like heels or something. I mean,
please, beg you. So you're gunning for a title straight away. First fight at middleweight, you're going for this WBC international silver belt as well. Was it important for you to sort of hit the ground running with the title?
Yeah, of course, because I didn't want to go up to middleweight and then totally reset and start from fighting at 6 rounders, 8 rounders, then get up to title contention. I mean, I worked my way at 154, and I thought moving up to 160, as long as we get a title on the line and a good opponent, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Well, you've got that, and on March 19th, the opponent is Jez Smith. He's not an easy night for anyone. What do you make of him?
Yeah, no, listen, he's tough as nails. He always comes to win. He turns up. This is the first fight. He's actually, I think, got a camp as well. So yeah, if he's doing performances like how he was based on a couple of weeks, I mean, in a full camp, he should have a much tougher, stronger Jez Smith. But listen, nothing I'm not ready for. I'm looking forward to it. I've been working hard. I always work hard. You know how it goes. And yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? It's a good one, Dev.
It's a good fight. And I think it's always good when the opponent is English and speaks English and can chat, and that helps. And it's a common opponent with Kevin Ajakko, who's another middleweight prospect coming through. Are you looking to do a better job than what he did? Is that on your mind at all?
No, he done a good job because he stopped him, didn't he? I watched that fight the other day. Actually, he done a great job, to be fair. But I'm not in competition with them. I'm going to go in there and do my own thing, do what I got to do, and hopefully I should get him out of there in spectacular fashion, as they say.
Well, you're in the middleweight division now, and this is a blue ribbon division. And I'm just thinking, even just domestically in the UK, I'm looking at you, right? And I'm looking over at Denzel Bentley, and I'm thinking, oh, yeah, that'd be a bit of fun, that, wouldn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, no, listen, there's loads of fights at middleweight. There's loads of fights at middleweight. Obviously, you hear me, I think he's fighting for the British now, so it's a good fight. Yeah, but my main focus is to get over Jed Smith first. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But yeah, after, hopefully, God willing, inshallah, put on a good performance. There's loads of fights at middleweight, then domestically and on the world scene as well. So we'll see how it goes. And to be fair, I was at 160. I think the WBO. I forgot the guy's name. The Kazakh Janibek. Janibek something. Yeah, I was last camp. I was actually sparring him before I knew I was fighting Bradley Skeete. I'd done about over 60 rounds with him, and yeah, listen, he's at the top at 160 now, and I was holding my own with him as well. So listen, I know it's a division that I belong at. It's not the matter of is he strong enough. I definitely know I'm big enough, but yeah, it won't be nothing new to me, to be fair.
In terms of those Janibek spars, then, did he give you any feedback? Were you looking at him as someone that you look up to, or were you looking at him as this guy could be in my way very soon?
You know, when I actually went to spar him, I didn't know who he was. Honestly, I didn't know who he was. And then I can't, like, after I think the third, fourth spar, then I saw on social media this guy, and I was like, oh, this is the guy I've been sparring. And then I done my research, and then I found out that he's number one at fighting for the WBO title at 160. And I was shocked, to be fair, because obviously he is good. He's fast. He's heavy-handed and he's fast as well. But I thought to myself, listen, I'm holding my own with them anyway. So 160 is the way forward.
Who do you rate as the best in Britain at the moment at middleweight then?
Give me some names, Dev.
Eubank, Williams, Cash, guys like that. Obviously Bentley, Udofia.
I think definitely Eubank Jr. Obviously there was that question with him and Williams, but he smashed Williams' face in. Do you know what I mean? So he put on a good performance, in my opinion. He done what he had to do and he had fun with it. So in terms of that, definitely Chris Eubank Jr. And who knows, in maybe a few years' time, I could get it on with him.
Yeah, I saw you tweet about his performance. You're impressed with his sort of style and the way he conducts himself.
Yeah, because I thought he'd just come out guns blazing. I thought that's all he could do. Obviously, he coasted a bit in the middle rounds, but at the end of the day, he was having fun. He was having fun in there against Big Punch and Williams, and he outclassed him. But listen, after watching performances like that, it almost gets you like excited in terms of that. Hopefully, in the future, I could be in the ring with Eubank Jr. And I think that's one of my goals.
Yeah, 100%. Well, in terms of your training, then you mentioned it at the top of this interview. Joe Goosen, it's the Goosen gym that you're a part of. Ryan Garcia is going to be his latest student. What do you know about all of that? Have you met him yet, or has it started?
No, because I think Joe's going over to San Diego to train him over there. So I won't be seeing much of him unless he decides to come down here. But it just goes to show how much of a Hall of Fame good trainer Joe Goosen is. Do you know what I mean? Especially where Ryan Garcia has gone from the Canelo camp.
So tell us finally then, March 19th, when Hamzah Sheeraz returns at Wembley Arena, live on BT Sports. Sorry, at the OVO Arena. Sorry, Wembley.
Arena,
what's going to happen in there? What can we expect for your middleweight debut?
Well, I think you're 100% going to see a better performance than last time, because it won't be cheap. And yeah, you'll see hopefully knockout number 11.
Let's go. Look forward to it, Hamzah. I'll let you get back to the California sun.
That's it. Cheers, Dev.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye.